Hello. Good evening, everyone. Now we are in the last session, valedictory, final discussion and valedictory session of this conference. Last 2 days, we have witnessed very nice interactive sessions. After a long pandemic online mode, we have really transformed ourselves to face-to-face mode. So now it's a time to discuss on a very, very nice topic in this panel discussion. The topic is online approach, whether online approach assures quality education and quality research. I invite Honorable Principal Dr. A.T.P. Sir, I invite all deans on stage. I invite all heads on stage. If any head is not available, next representative of the faculty of the same department. So please do join on the stage. Everyone will be given a time of 2 to 3 minutes. They have to share their thoughts on this topic. There can be thoughts against, or there can be thoughts for. And at the end, Professor P.M. Joshi will conclude, will summarize. So I will hand on, yeah, first, Google sir, you are invited. Please be on the dais. Your views will be very, very helpful for us. Dr. Suhas Joshi, please be on the dais. Professor B.S. Patil, representation of MCA. You are online people, please come on. Mathematics, Professor B.S. Patil, please do join on the dais. So we start, and we'll start with the first speaker who will share his thoughts and
now I request I'd like to request Professor Session to participate our today's last session guest, Professor Google. Now I request Professor Session to summarize whatever the entire day, whatever we have spent it, and then we'll start upon a panel discussion.
Good evening, all of you. I appreciate efforts taken by the organizer and pleased to share with you that last 2 days of all 5 departments execute the total 4 sessions, 2 sessions each day. I learned from the organizing committee CCK received overwhelming response from the authors and participants across the country, and around about 180 papers are received. Out of it, 100 papers are presented into this. We are presented in 20 sessions. Also, there was 2 plenary talks by experts from industry and academia, around 20 keynote speeches in total. I hope that deliberation and thoughts presented in last 2 days in various eminent fields of the researchers and interaction with keynote speakers and paper presented definitely would be helpful to researchers, and they would take away new ideas, state of art, methodology to initiate research methods to present field experiments and laboratory experiment outputs. I feel that we offer systematic and integrative approach for make sophisticated arrangement at institute level, and all committees contributed well at their ends. It's appeal to all participants to give us sincere feedback so that we can improve in future on Lacun. I wish to meet you in future also for such type of technical conclave and conferences. Okay, this speech for it, your panel discussion will start.
Thank you, DC sir. Now I request Jishi sir to start the analysis session.
Good evening. I know that everybody of you sitting over here as participant are eagerly waiting for the certificates and awards. But before we leave, I think we have to go on extending our views and interaction about the basic theme of this conference. Now, forget about the word science, engineering, and technology. What it talks about is advancement for sustainable development. And the topic for this entire panel discussion is whether the online interaction and online teaching in education and research, whether it will be uh, what, whether this is leading to sustainable and quality education. So, uh, the panel members sitting over here, they are requested to uh, present their views on this topic, whether online mode of teaching and learning is sustainable for quality education and research. So, uh, uh, and that every panel member has to do it in 2 minutes. So I think I will start with our head of mathematics department, and let us follow clockwise path. Please try to summarize in 2 minutes.
Professor Yellore sir, can you come down here as an IT HOD?
In my opinion, it is certainly not, as we are observing in last 2 years in online mode, we were teaching to the classes. The main drawback that we feel that we are missing face-to-face interactions, and we were not in a state of mind whether what we are delivering it is going to be delivered to the right person or whether he or she is receiving at another corner. So if you are really worried about the quality education, so traditional way is seems to be a good one rather than online mode. But for some at certain cases, but this is on the other side of coin. I can say that this approach we have learned in last 2 years in pandemic that may not be dropped at immediately. It may be helpful to deliver some extra efforts whenever we wanted to continue with the students in online mode. Thank you.
I agree, Dr. Patil sir's statement. Thank you.
I think little bit hybrid mode will be more beneficial because in some cases online things are very helpful, and in some practical cases mostly offline mode is more feasible, I think. So hybrid mode will be more better in coming days.
This topic is having, as regularly it is having, like a two sides. advantages are also there and disadvantages are also there. At the beginning of the UG education, some basic subjects are there, and if the concepts are not clear during those days, then it becomes difficult in the advanced studies. In my days also, each and every topic will not be covered in the classroom. So either we are reading the books or we are referring some videos. That means advantages are there and disadvantages are also there. As Patil sir said, whatever we are expressing online, whether it is getting by that student or not, when he is physically present, at that time we can get the feeling that yes, he's whatever I want to say, the students are getting that information. But in online mode, we are not, whether he is present there, physically present there, or whether he's just joining and enjoying the things, that disadvantage is there. Now, some the lectures by dominant speakers from IITs, NIITs, all those video lectures are available. Virtual labs are also available. That means that is the advantage that a student, if he is interested, really interested in learning the subject or gaining the concept, then he will whether it is online or whether it is offline, he will gain the knowledge what he is interested. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Every coin has two sides. Online education we have experienced last 2 years. It has its own advantages and limitations also. What are the limitations as Deshpande sir summarized? But online education is a different tool what we have got, and and because of that, I think that tool can be used definitely in proper way. Because when I teach in the classroom, definitely it is interactive and all these things. But when a student has some query, not necessarily always he may come to me and ask, or a teacher ask. He can ask it at online also. So that is there. Also, as he said that if you want to have a degree of foreign universities and all these things, then physically sometimes it is not possible to join there and all these things. So online degrees nowadays we are getting because of this online education. So it has its own advantage. But as he said at the UG level, where we want to do some practicals and where student wants some assistance, in that case, physical mode is useful. So it depends upon us how we use these tools. Thank you.
So as per my opinion, basically teaching learning process is communication, and communication, two-way communication is always preferred. One thing. Second thing, body language plays an important role. Whenever we are speaking, 70% of body language speaks, 20% words, and 10% tone of the word. While in online mode, we can have a control on words, we can have a control on tone. We have restrictions on body language. One thing. Second thing, communication is not complete in online mode because the speaker cannot see the faces, and especially even students must have observed that cracking a joke online is just ridiculous because except the person who is cracking the joke can laugh, whether others are laughing or not he cannot understand, and laughing is such a great thing that unless and until we can see the others faces laughing we cannot laugh. अदरवाइज आपल्याला वेडे म्हणते, मी एकटाच हसतो आणि बाकी मला कोणी हसताना दिसत नाहीये, तर याचा अर्थ म्हणजे काहीतरी प्रॉब्लेम आहे, केमिकल लोच आहे. सो ऑलवेज ऑफलाईन communication teaching learning process is important. One thing. Second thing is, yes, there are some things, say for example programming language and all, those can be taught online, but the concepts especially in civil, mechanical or basic branches, if I give the example of mechanical engineering, if I want to demonstrate what is the difference between density and gravity, I can demonstrate by giving the statements online, but the feel of density and gravity can be understood only if the student is doing the same thing by hand. So that is offline. And that too in front of the teacher or tutor. Then and then it is easier for him to understand. We have passed 2 years. In 2 years, our results were excellent. Our students got very good. You ask me, surely I will recommend only and only good, effective learning mode is offline mode. एक छोटस हे सांगतो आणि थांबवतो की कुठलाही नाटक करणारा नट आहे, हाडाचा नट आहे, तो फारसा सिनेमात रमत नाही. त्याला नाटक करणं जास्त आवडतं, कारण त्याचं नाटक हे प्रेक्षकांच्या रिस्पॉन्सवरती अवलंबून असतं. आणि जसं प्रेक्षकांचा रिस्पॉन्स चांगला मिळेल तसंच त्याचं नाटक भरत जातं आणि नाटकाचा विषय प्रेक्षकांच्यापर्यंत पोहोचतो. तर टीचिंग इज सेम थिंग. टीचर इज रिप्रेझेंटिंग लाईक अ ड्रामा and students are active participant in that process. So I think if you ask me, I will always recommend offline mode for education. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You have made my task very difficult one. Expressing your views, quality views, of course, for online as well as offline mode of education and research. But I do agree with partially. I do agree with your statement, because if we consider the history of last 2 years, we sustained because of only and only online mode of education and not offline mode of education. Of course, whatever the keynote speakers have given their expressed their views regarding sustainable development, the need of our need of the industries. We are talking about industry 4.0, 5.0. In all those particular conditions, what exactly is required is the practical experience. And unless and until we touch, we cannot feel. So, based on this, what we can say, some part being online, it's always perfect, and some part wherever we require, we should be there always on offline in offline mode. So the quality can be maintained in both these particular things. Whatever the knowledge we are getting, we are sharing, we can share it from every corner of this world. So based on that, it is not possible to get a particular thing to visiting to a particular country and only there we will get. Okay, we can get those particular things, we can observe those particular things in online mode, and we can try to understand those particular things. And when we see it in front of us, we can definitely judge what exactly it is. And when we perform something on those particular equipments or maybe machineries or maybe certain systems, only then and then we can understand those particular things in a better way, better fashion. So online as well as in my view, online as well as offline modes, that is a mix or hybrid mode is always welcome in today's era for sustainable development as far as the education and the quality of education is concerned. Thank you.
Thank you, Patil sir. Actually, education should be so robust. Whatever is taught in the class must be entered in the brain of the student. I have taken the online mode classes, and one day in one lecture, I found that sound was coming from the home. अरे बाळा हे अर्धा किलो कांदे घेऊन ये. त्याही म्हणे आज कांदे घेऊन या नंतर लेक्चर कर. आता हे ऑनलाईन मोडचा ऍडव्हान्टेज आहे डिसएडव्हान्टेज. म्हणून education must be taught in the class. That is most effective than online. This one is just temporary phase. This pandemic effect. It may not come in next years also. So why should we worry about the online? Again, we enter into the offline mode. The offline mode is the most strongest mode of education. And you might have seen in the years back, in our time, how education was so hard and how teachers were punishing the students. So that type of mode is not here now. So students need not to fear for offline mode. Online mode is very simple, but communication of internet with in the remote places is not possible sometimes. So that is the biggest disadvantage. So offline mode is best one. That will really penetrate the real education into the student. So that is my opinion. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Actually, when this online stuff comes from last 2 years itself. Before that, we are not thinking of any of the lecture as an online lecture. So though I had a few lectures for bits and online, maybe 2017 or before that, but actually this is nothing but the need of it, because we may have such type of a pandemic in the future, kind of things may happen. And that's what we need to sit at home and we need to share our knowledge through maybe in a virtual world or something. And that's our entire country or whatever the world is not ready for this technological change as of now. So it may happen if we embed this online teaching learning process in virtual reality or augmented reality. If you mix with this, that will be the more realistic. It will be there after maybe few years, maybe 4 or 5 years. That kind of devices will come into the market and that can be used for it. Actually, if you look at this virtual reality toolbox is one of the best tools which is used for training purposes. So currently, the cost of these tools is very huge, and that's what it is not much more feasible. If this virtual reality tool is embedded with your mobile itself, obviously you can sit anywhere, you can have a practical experience of it. So somewhere we are missing that, and that's the thing we are waiting for it. Once such type of tools will be arrived within a low cost and it is affordable to each and everyone, obviously online will be the much more enjoying, because when we most of the faculties from this panel we used to go for a 2 hour session or 1 hour session. We need to run maybe 6 hours to the Bombay or Pune, and we have to have a 1 or 2 hour session or kind of an exams. So 6 hours running, 6 hours coming back, and only you are doing an effective work of 2 hours. So altogether, we are spending much of the time on which is not much more fruitful. If we put this online, I can only need to spend not more than 2 hours to execute that kind of thing. But the thing is that virtually that entire environment should I should get it whenever I'm maybe teaching or maybe a student should enjoying that entire lecture. But currently, anyway, we need to run on hybrid mode itself because we are not yet equipped with the entire technological requirement which is to be done within a teaching learning process. So this is my view about online teaching learning process.
Good evening, one and all. As per my knowledge, both modes are important, offline and online mode. But according to me, स्टार्ट जर करायचं असेल विद्यार्थ्यांना तर ते पहिल्यांदा ऑफलाईन मोडने आणलं पाहिजे. कारण तुम्हाला सांगतो हे विद्यार्थी पुढचे फर्स्ट इयर ते 11वी-12वी ऑफलाईन मोड मधून आलेले, ऑनलाईन मोड मधून आलेले, तर त्यांनी केमिस्ट्रीच्या लॅब मध्ये काहीच पाहिलेलं नाही. इथं आल्यानंतर पहिल्यांदा मी एका विद्यार्थ्याला विचारलं काय केलं आज सांगते मला. तर तो म्हणला मोठ्या पाईपमध्ये सोल्युशन भरलं, स्ट्रॉनं मी सोल्युशन ओढलं. अरे म्हणलं त्याला स्ट्रॉ नाही म्हणत, त्याला पाईप नाही म्हणत. म्हणजे ऑनलाईन मोड मध्ये तो आता आपण सिस्टीम मस्ट बी गो ऑन म्हणून हे चाललंय. म्हणजे कुठं थांबवायचं, ही थांबवली 60 मुलं तर पुढच्या वेळी येणारी 60 मुलं कुठं बसवायची म्हणून हे टाकलाय चाललं होतं पुढे ऑनलाईन सिस्टीम मध्ये. पण ऑफलाईन मध्ये जर खरोखर फ्रुटफुल जर आपल्याला पाहिजे असेल तर ऑफलाईन मोड इज द बेस्ट वन. कारण मुलाला जोपर्यंत हातात टेस्ट ब्युरेट घेत नाही तोपर्यंत त्याला कळणार नाही टेस्ट म्हणायचं त्याला ब्युरेट म्हणायचं. त्यामुळं दोन्ही मोड चांगले काम म्हणतोय मी. ऑफलाईनचं बेसिक नॉलेज त्याला मिळालं तर तो पुढचं नॉलेज त्याला हायर नॉलेज मिळण्यासाठी ऑनलाईन मोड चांगलाच आहे. कारण मी विद्यार्थ्यांना सारखं सांगतो की नोट्स तुम्ही दुसऱ्याच्या 15 वर्षापूर्वीच्या नोट्स तुम्ही झेरॉक्स करून वापरू नका. कारण तुमच्याकडे आता हातामध्ये मोबाईल आहे त्यामध्ये ऍडव्हान्स नॉलेज आहे, एका क्लिक वरती नॉलेज मिळते. म्हणजे तुम्ही ऑनलाईन मोड पण वापरा आणि ऑफलाईन मोड पण वापरा. देअरफॉर आय सजेस्ट दॅट बोथ मोड्स हॅव प्लेज अन इम्पॉर्टंट रोल, बट यू शुड हॅव practical knowledge along with theoretical knowledge in order to achieve sustainable development. Thank you very much.
from my point of view, both modes are effective, but it depends upon how we deliver and how we take. That is the most important thing. Because students feel relaxed in online mode, but faculty have to take more effort for preparing the contents, preparing the quizzes, preparing the MCQs. So something like that. So faculty require more hard work for doing the delivery or for preparing the delivery or preparing the contents related to the delivery of the lecture. But students feel relaxed and whatever sir has said, there should be a something like that. Ki baba, bring the onion first and then listen the lectures. Something like that happens, and most of the time that happens because we cannot observe the attentiveness of the students. But if they are in front of us, then we can observe whether they are getting something, whatever the faculty is going to deliver or not, or something like that. So it depends again. But due to the improvement within the technology, there are various courses available which is in the online mode, and there are various certifications are available which is in the online mode, and they are preparing the content, something like that. So the student feels ki baba, that certification is required, that particular courses are required, and they are doing that in a better way. But whatever we face in last 2 years due to the due to the pandemic or something like that, and this is a new situation in front of us, and by while facing that situation, we as a faculty learn aware about the more techniques, more tools. We have adopted that and we have sustained within that 2 years. That's from my side.
Good evening all. My opinion is somewhat different. I believe that quality of education will certainly enhance if we adopt online education, because we can learn from any XYZ professor from US, UK, anywhere. There is no, suppose if someone is very expert, like Professor P.K. Deshpande, expert in structures, why he should teach only for Karate students? Why not other students? Why this benefit of his expertise should not reach to many? And then with many people when get strengthened, then definitely we can say that the quality of education has enhanced. So I believe that online education will certainly enhance the quality. Of course, quote unquote, we need to improve in the methodology of evaluation, in the methodology of developing the curriculum, and in the methodology of delivering the contents. On the other part, online research is definitely very qualitative, because I can interact with the researcher who is somewhere far away from me. I know he is expert, but I cannot bring him at my place and I cannot discuss. But nowadays we have technology such that we can discuss. You will have the face or you will have the feel of face-to-face discussion as well. I have seen the people who have acquired degrees, MS degrees from Georgia Tech University only through online mode with a very high grade. So I believe that quality of education as well as research will get enhanced if we have further improvement in the structures in the internet and computer facilities, etc., etc. Thanks to pandemic in different way, because of pandemic only we could verify whether online education we could take. This was existing in Western countries. They have started Coursera and all those things well before us, well before our Swayam or NPTEL, and many people have taken the advantage of that. And why I feel online education is better, because if someone gets transferred, he don't have to leave his home. And then you don't have to feel like, I got transferred, I have to go from Pune to Karad, then how I will do. I don't have to miss my family life. But at the same time, I can give a justice. So we have to be with the technology and ensure the sustainability. Thank you.
I know that we are running very short of time, but because of these panelists, the subject has become too much interesting. So I'll allow 2, 3 participants to come forward and express their views on the subject also. So anybody can stand up and voluntarily come forward and can share his or her views. Any student, anybody sitting over here. Please come, please come. Be minded, you will get 2 minutes, not more. Just tell your name, introduce yourself.
Myself Divya Pawar. I am MTech second year from structural engineering. Thanks for giving an opportunity. I would like to share one small incident. Like my mother is a teacher in Jilla Parishad. When pandemic happened, it was a very difficult situation in the villages where there is no internet, and the people are also not having an Android phone. This is the fact of India. So online mode will be successful when each and every individual will have an Android phone. So that was the main. They had an app also, but a student cannot go and download the app. So this was the situation. Thank you, everyone. Listening.
Thank you, Divya. Anybody else? Come voluntarily forward because everybody must be in a position to express his and her views. Because we cannot give chance to many, but it is better enthusiastically one should come forward. You start by introducing yourself.
Hello everyone, my name is Omkar Kamre. I am from final year NTC. About the topic, online or offline, I would prefer offline mode extensively because in simple Marathi words, जी खडू फळ्याची जी मजा आहे ती ऑनलाईनच्या प्रेझेंटेशन मध्ये नाही. कारण की 2 वर्ष जी कोविडची होती ती मला फारशी इंटरेस्टिंग वाटली नाही. कारण की मी पहिल्यापासूनच ऑनलाईन कधी म्हणजे असं प्रेझेंटेशन किंवा टीव्ही वगैरे कधी माझ्या ह्याच्यात असं बघित नाही तेवढा मी नव्हतो. कारण की पण मी पहिला बालवाडीपासून वगैरे कायम शिक्षकांच्या कॉन्टॅक्ट मध्ये राहिलो, त्यांचा लाडका विद्यार्थी राहिलो आणि ते ऑफलाईन मोडचं जे अपेक्षण आहे ते माझ्यात कायम आहे. त्यामुळे मी कायम ऑफलाईनच मोड करतो.
One more, anybody else? Please, sir. Introduce yourself and then start.
Myself, Prasad Kamble. Actually, I'm a PG pass out GC from GC Karad 2013 batch. I'm currently working in Zil College of Engineering, Pune. My opinion is actually for undergraduate students, offline education must be there. Because when I was teaching to my student, I found that if in the online mode, if 50 students are attending, out of 50, only 4 or 5 are actually live. And all are just keeping just logging and they're not listening us. So by just knowing the response of only 4 or 5 students, we are just teaching ahead and ahead. So and definitely in the engineering is all about the practical education, right? So in undergraduate courses, the student want to know from the scratch, even from learning the graphics and drawings, and then he'll be able to know what is the practical setup, what are the practical machines, and definitely in the undergraduate field, student must have the offline mode learning, where when a student will start learning masters or PhDs, in that case they can enjoy online mode because they knows everything or every basic knowledge. So definitely for advanced learning, online is good, but for undergraduate students, offline is preferable. Thank you.
Now I think it's time to. This will be last participant. Please come forward. Introduce yourself and then start.
मी नागेश रंजे, कस्टडी एनटीसी. एज्युकेशनच्या बाबतीत म्हणलं तर मी ऑफलाईन मोडच निवडेन, कारण एज्युकेशनची 2 वर्ष आम्ही ऑनलाईन केली, त्यामुळे एज्युकेशनची ऑनलाईनची काय हवा म्हणतात हे आम्हाला चांगलीच माहित आहे. कारण आमचा जो 7 जणांचा ग्रुप होता गावाकडे, एकाकडे फक्त स्मार्टफोन होता आणि आम्ही 6 जण पहिले 3-4 आठवडे मोबाईल घेत तर आम्ही 6 जण असे ग्रुपमध्ये बसून लेक्चर करत होतो. त्यामुळे ते डोळ्याला काय त्रास होतो, डोकेदुखी काय होते, नाही समजलं, रेंज नाही आली मोबाईलला तर काय धावते ते आम्हाला चांगलंच माहिती. त्यामुळे मी ऑफलाईन म्हणून निवडेल.
I think it's time to conclude, and Madam has given me responsibility to make a conclusion of this panel discussion. I will spend 1 minute to name all the panel members because I just forget to request panel members to introduce themselves first and then start. So we have Dr. V.S. Patil, who is head of mathematics department. Sir, please raise your hand like this. Then we have V.S. Patil, head of MC department. We have SV Joshi, head of civil department. Then we have Dr. P.K. Deshpande, head of structural engineering department. We have Dr. S.K. Patil, Dean Student Affairs. We have Dr. A.R. Acharya, Dean Industry Institute Interaction. We have Dr. U.V. Patil, Dean Student Affairs. We have great eminent personality sitting right to me, Dr. Y.M. Dugal. He is ideal person for all of us. And he just retired from our institute, but because of affection and love, he is still with us. So I expect warm Dr. Dugal. Dr. Suhas Deshmukh, he is our rector and he holds so many responsibilities. He is publisher of this book also, which you might have got or which you will get very soon. Then we have Dr. Krishna Arsun, head of chemistry department. We have Professor Vidure. He will become doctor in a month or two. He is from IT department. And we have Dr. S.R. Rode, madam, who is the Narayan. And I am Professor Joshi, heading electrical department. Now listening to all panelists and the participant, I should thank to Divya Pawar, then Omkar Kamble, then Professor Prasad Kamble, no? Yes. And Nagesh Randive. Okay, good. So thanks to all. And in conclusion, what I will say that we have to understand the difference between the exchange of knowledge, exchange of information, and teaching learning. So when it comes to exchange of knowledge or exchange of information, which includes exchange of research work also, I think online mode is having much more superiority in comparing with offline mode because as Deshmukh sir has pointed out, too much of say traveling of distance, so wasting 6 hours going to Mumbai, 6 hours coming from Mumbai, and 2 hours delivery. So for that exchange of knowledge, exchange of information, and exchange of research work, I think online mode is much more superior. But when it comes to teaching learning process, which we conventionally have right from our ancient time, that see these saints have written good articles, so many things. But as on today also, if we observe, people are making too much rush for pravachanas, no? They 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 are reluctant to listen these pravachanas in online mode. They want that physical presence there because that is the sort of teaching learning process. And I in conclusion will say, and I'm sure that all panelists will agree that we have to segregate what sort of exchange we have to make. If it comes to teaching learning process, where there is too much important for learner as well as for teacher, then there is no option for that. We have to go for offline teaching. But when it comes to exchange of knowledge or information, then online mode is much more superior. I think with this, we will conclude this panel discussion, and I will hand over mic to the organizers to start the valedictory session.
I thank all the heads of the departments, teams for sharing their valuable views on online education. We all are in the phase of revival from pandemic, and everybody has his own experience of how to tackle this uh, very uncertain situation. But we have to find a best way out of it. We have to be prepared for any crisis, any situation, whatever we have been going through. So it was like icing on the cake, right? Right from yesterday, we have had many brainstorming sessions at departmental levels, and at the verge of closure, that is in the valedictory function, due to this panel discussion, I think everybody will have some takeaway from this national conference, and some uh, thought process must have started. And I hope every individual will think in that or orient himself, herself in the process of research or innovation and contribute towards sustainable development. That is the theme, and that was the main goal, I think, which is fulfilled now. So, carry forward our valedictory function. We have Dr. Y.M. Google, the guest for valedictory function. Our principal sir has felicitated, and we, we will be now waiting for the most eager moment, that is awards for best paper, and then best presenter award will be given away at the hands of chief guest Dr. Y.M. Google. So I request Priyanka to announce the awards track-wise, and the, the student or the delegates who are receiving the award, please come forward. Yes. I request Joint Organizing Secretary Professor A.B. Lange to share the dais. Yes, we will continue with the award. Hand over the mic. Thank you, ma'am. Now it's time to acknowledge and encourage the talent of our participants by presenting awards and certificates to them. So I request our chief guest to please honor the participants. So Best Paper Award in Civil Department, Session 1, Vijaya Gadge. Next, Best Presenter Award, Vijaya Gadge. Same. Best Paper Award, Session 2, Yuvraj Patil. Next one is Mansi Lathe. Best Paper Award for Session 3, Umesh Manale. And Best Presenter Award in Session 3, Tabussum Sayyad. Best Paper Award, Session 4, Ashish Sojrani.
Presenter Award for Session 5, Divya Pawar. Please clap for the participants and good efforts. Best Paper Award in Session 1, Gaurav Kumar, Ajay Sharma, Gaurav Kumar. Next, Best Presenter Award, Swati Jadhav. Best Paper Award Session 2, Rahul Narare. Rahul Narare. Best Presenter Award, Professor Yudhini Garge. Best Paper Award, Prasad Kamble. Best Presenter Award, Purnima Ugale. Best Paper Award in Session 4, Umesh Hamre. Best Presenter Award in Session 4, Bhavna. Please clap for the participants' efforts. Congratulations, everyone. Best Presenter Award in Session 4, Mechanical Department, Bhavna. Best Paper Award in Electrical Department, Akshay Malkar, Supriya. Best Presenter Award in Session 1, Akshay Malkar. Best Paper Award in Session 2, Shashikant Bakre. Next award is Best Presenter Award in Electrical Department Session 2, Aman Chenapure. Best Paper Award in Session 3, Priyal Bagli. Now I request to convener Dr. Shailaja Kurode Madam, please honor the participants. Best Presenter Award in Session 3, Electrical Department, Rohini Shinde. Best Presenter Award in Session 3, Gayatri Patil. Best Paper Award in Session 4, Deepa Bhandare. Best Presenter Award Deepa Bhandare. Best Presenter Award in Electric Department, Vaibhav Kumbar, Aditya Patil. Best Presenter Award, Shantanu Dahra. Now I request Dr. Lange sir, please honor the students. Best Paper Award in Session 1, IT Department, Mujawar, Professor Bhushan Elure, Niranjan Devkule. Best Presenter Award in Session 1, Nidhi Patel. Best Paper Award in Session 2, Sandeep Thorat, Ashwini Gowde. Best Presenter Award in Session in IT Department, Rutuja Kadam, Avishkar Ghatke. Best Paper Award in Session 3, Purnima Nikam, Pallavi Bharti, Sonali Kamre, Professor Elure. Best Presenter Award, Ameya, in Session 3, IT Department. Best Presenter Award in Session 3, Vishal Dhole, IT Department. Best Paper Award in Session 4, IT Department, Chetan Ukare. Participants, please come fast. Please move fast. Best Paper Award and Best Presenter Award, Chetan Ukare in Session 4, IT Department. Please appreciate, he has won both Best Presenter Best Paper Award in ENTC Department, Session 1, Rahul Patil. Now I request Dr. Deshmukh sir, please honor the participants. Best Presenter Award in Session 1, Rahul Sagar, ENTC Department. Best Paper Award in Session 2, Ajay Kadam. Best Presenter Award in Session 2, Omkar Kamre. Best Paper Award in Session 3, Tushar Pawar, Shraddha Kamre. Students, authors, please come fast. Please clap for everyone. presenter award in session 3, Akshata Desai. Best paper award in session 4, Sadhana Salunkhe. Best presenter award in session 4, again Sadhana Salunkhe. Thank you everyone.
Thank you all. Now we have to give away winners of science project exhibition. Please do not leave. Those who have got the awards, you have to appreciate others also. So stay tuned. In Women Safety app, that was the task given. In that, sixth position is awarded to Vedant Kodwe and group from ENTC. Congratulations. Come forward, please. They have won prize and they will be given away certificates also. Please move fast. The group headed by Omkar Gurav, Amey Kachre, Sanket Deshmukh, Nandan Magdum, Krishna Wabre, Ragini Kumbhar, Pooja Chavan from IT branch. Congratulations to the winners. Keep it up. Good. Next group. Fifth prize. Fifth prize is won by Omkar Gurav. They have won ₹1,000 and plus certificate to every team member. Congratulations from IT branch. Project title was Human Following Car. Fourth prize goes to Voice Controlled Car, group of Sanjay Asbe, Sahil Patil, Nikhil Bande, Chaitanya Dharge, Virendra Zople, Sushil Kansore, IT branch. Again IT. Congratulations to the team. They have won ₹1,000 certificate.
अरे इकडे
सगळ्यांनी सर्टिफिकेट
Congratulations, well done. Third prize goes to Anjali Karpute, Sakshi Aswale, Sanika Chavan, Rutuja Zore, Aditya Sonamne. Please move fast. Abhishek Kamble, Sahil Lambe, Kartik Lambe from ENTC branch. Congratulations to all. They have won cash money of ₹2,000 and certificate to team member, each of them. The project title was Smart Agriculture, Automatic Soil Irrigation. Well done. The second prize in science exhibition goes to again IT branch. Is there any guess?
Shivam Thokal, Vaishnavi Suryavanshi, Samida Harikar, Shruti Yadav, Vinayak Thorat, Shantanu Thorat, Sutar Praveen, Praveen Nalavade, Sachit Bor. The project was wireless water pump on-off system. They have won cash prize of rupees 3,000 along with certificate. Congratulations to all. Well done and keep it up. Third group from IT.
काय करायचं त्याच्यानंतर माहिती आहे ना मॅडम तुम्ही पुढे काय करायचं माहिती आहे ना मी काय सांगितलं
And the first prize goes to. Is there any guesses? Which branch at least? Yes, very nice. IT branch. Congratulations to Samyak Gedan, Shivani Kamble, Neha Pawar, Shivani Jadhav, Preeti Naik. The project title was Automatic Street Lights. They have won cash prize of rupees 5,000 along with certificate and a memento. Congratulations to all. Well done and keep it up. IT rocking, really. Very nice. Congratulations, everyone. So this was all about the awards and the winners. Thank you all the crews. And now it's time to listen to our guest. So I feel honored and privileged to introduce. Actually, he's uh, not required to introduce because he had been in Government College of Engineering as a matter of pride for us since 2010, and he has served our institute as head of the department. Dr. Y.M. Google. His CV is not very short to read, but very briefly I'll summarize. Dr. Y.M. Google, born in 1961, he's a professor in Applied Mechanics Department, retired in June 2022 from Government College of Engineering, Karad. He has done his graduation from and MTech in Structural Engineering from VNIT Nagpur. Then he has done his PhD in Structural Engineering from IIT Bombay. As a researcher, he is really an icon and stalwart. More than 200 research papers he has written. He has guided 20 PhD students and about more than 90 MTech students. He is a reviewer of more than 40 peer-reviewed journals read around the world. Then he, for his research publications, the citation is more than 3,000. Please give him a big round of applause. With H index 28, item index 59 as per Google Scholar record. He is a recipient of Outstanding Reviewer Award given by Elsewhere UK in 2019. He is also on editorial board member of 5 international journals, and he has also served our institute as Dean R&D Department. So So we are very proud of you, sir, to have you with us, and we are very eager to listen from you because his words are really precious, and everyone should take away a little piece of advice, whatever is possible with us. I call Dr. Google, sir, to give advice.
Thank you very much. Respected dais, personalities of the dais, my dear students. The theme of conference is advances in science, engineering and technology for sustainable development. The real meaning of sustainable means, most of you understood this, sustainable means should be lasting long forever in future. That is the most important thing. The development, whatever we are doing through the engineering and technology, must last for several years. It may change for some time, but at least it should serve for 1 decade at least. Just like a steam engine was invented by James Watt, now later on it was changed into diesel engine, the electric engine. So technology changes according to the advances taken place in the engineering science. So such type of research I expect from the students and faculty of engineering institutes, and they should also work very seriously on research to promote the many things which are useful for society in India and abroad. So everyone must be groomed for the research work in their own field of engineering. And also I expect the lot of research work from the faculty members of this institute, and must be involved seriously in research, whether it may be computational or experimental. And they should publish research work or patents and books and book chapters so that their valuation may increase across the world. I am doing this job from last 30 years. I am working on research work from 1990, and till this date, I guided more than 20 students, published more than 200 research papers, and guided more than 100 MTech students, all with innovative methods and experimental work. And I expected everyone to write research paper, publish that paper in peer-reviewed journals or peer-reviewed in conferences, international conferences. When I was studying in VNIT Nagpur, I got the project on doubly coiled shell roofs, which were prepared with local materials and local techniques. So those results were available with me in 1984. So that paper, based on that results, I was published in 1993 in World Conference held at Madras after a gap of more than 7 years. So that zeal or interest must be there in you. You just don't do the work and keep it in the cupboard. That is not a good thing. So you should publish your data in a journal or book chapter or in conferences or any technological platform. It may be conference journals, books, like that. So don't keep the results in with you only. It should be let it published so that your name can be flourished or institute name can be flourished at the international or national level at least. Let your knowledge be disseminated through the engineering fraternity and should be useful to the society at least. So such a engineering work should be done at our institute level and be transmitted to the society. That is what we expect from our engineering college, because engineering is nothing but applied science. It is not a pure science. We are applying the pure science for engineering to result in experimental or practicable use of our work. That is most important. So there are so many such challenges here around us because our country is agricultural based. So many equipments are required in agriculture that can be manufactured out of our engineering knowledge. So that can be done, and many have been tried. I have seen other colleges also, like RIT, they have developed some equipment for cutting the gun, the sugar canes. But that is required for the factory-made products directly. That is again a very heavy job for our labor, and there is a shortage of labor, so we can cut down the cost of labor. So many patents we can beat it. Or Deshmukh sir written so many patents and doing good work in this institute. So one can student can get inspired from him. So kindly contact him so that you can your knowledge can increase. You can develop that technique to write patent, how to write patent, how to write papers. You can contact him. He is very close to you, very much available in the institute. Dr. Kurude is there. He is in R&D. Now, before I was doing that job, he visited from last 10 years. Distributed grant. You can get the grant from the various sources all over the India. So TQ 3 was the one of the projects through which we have distributed grant to the first year, second year, third year, UG, PG and PhD level. So that trend is now continued. Our principal has continued that. So you can take advantage of that. So thank you very much for attending this conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable words. And he's a true academician, and his thirst for knowledge is ever ending. So you are really an inspirator and motivator, and it was the real purpose was fulfilled with your speech at valedictory function. Thank you so much. Now I request Chief Guest Dr. Brian Google to felicitate and winner of the program, Dr. Shailaja Kurode ma'am, because of her efforts and this national conference has taken shape, and due to pandemic, all the environment was very, you know, like the cohesive revival is very necessary. Because of her effort, this could happen. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Now I request convener Dr. Shailaja Kurode, ma'am, to felicitate organizing secretary of the conference, Suhas Deshmukh, sir, Dr. Suhas Deshmukh. Again, he has put in lot of efforts to bring this conference at this level. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, ma'am. I request organizing secretary Dr. Suhas Deshmukh, sir, to felicitate joint organizing secretary Dr. A.B. Lange for again his efforts to bring this conference at this success. Thank you, sir. So I request all the organizing team to join the audience. And, and now there is a time. I request to convener Dr. Kurode ma'am, please say some few words.
Dignitaries on the dais, all winners, dear friends and students and my colleagues. So when we decided to organize this conference, one day we hold a meeting, and then in that meeting, I was given a charge to the convener. It was a little bit difficult for me because I was new over here. I just joined in the month of August, and then I had to take the charge as a convener to organize this conference. And let me tell you, the people here are so sweet. They cooperated and coordinated me in such a way that I never feel that I'm new here. I keep on feeling that I'm the part of this GCEK. So, with the thanking words of this all members, let me talk 2-3 sentences because I know all of you want to go back, carrying your awards. So we started with theme various committees were formed. Publication committee, publicity committee, they started working wholeheartedly, and our conference was published across the nation. Then the publication committee took charge to see that good papers will be published in a good journal. So they started working on that direction. Then infrastructure committee, they took charge at a little later because of course their need was there at a little later. They helped us to establish all infrastructure. So while doing this, then we started receiving papers. And then we got overwhelming response. We got around 185 plus papers. And then we invited many reviewers. More than 223 reviewers reviewed the papers, and around 102 papers were presented in this last 2 days. All papers were really good. Many papers were very, very good, and very few papers were excellent. So I would like to say that to all the participants that conclude this research attitude, continue this research attitude so that your own knowledge will enhance, and not only yours, you will transfer it to the others. This conference is meant for that exchange of knowledge to enrich everyone. So this was how the conference initiated. We received the paper. Every committee was working very nicely. Every organizing committee also, organization organizing committee also did very good work. I must appreciate even inaugural session committee. Because of the lack of time, I cannot take everybody's name, but inaugural committee, valedictory committee, even the people who were not working in front, they were working back end. They also really did good work. So this conference therefore could succeed. And just carry on the message that share the knowledge whichever you have. Knowledge is that which increases by giving it to others. So with that, I conclude my talk. Thank you.
Thank you very much, madam, for organizing such a big event. Now, end of the story is the new beginning. On this note, let's conclude the remarkable, memorable, and knowledgeable event. To express the word of appreciation, gratitude, I would like to invite Lange sir. Please give vote of thanks.
Thank you, Priyanka. This is time. Actually, express the gratitude and thanks who has been cooperated, supported, direct and indirect. Actually, this conference initiated with the vision of Government of Maharashtra as well as the guidance of the Government of India to celebrate the 75th Independence Year of the India. We got one order on the Joint Director Office, and after that initiated the work on this conference. Honorable principals have been selected various faculty from different departments. And this is the only conference we organized jointly all together. Earlier, we were organized various national and international events at department level. So this was quite a tough task to collaborate, to work together and get the cooperation from everyone. After formation of the committee, we started the work, and very first on this conference, publication committee take the initiative, circulate the brochure, prepare the website, and share the domain by email, Twitter, YouTube. So first of all, I would like to thank the publication committee of this conference. Because of short of time, I will not take the individual's name of that member, but publication committee has played a major role for this conference. We formed various committees, and in that committees, many faculty members as well as departmental non-teaching staff work hardly. So I express my gratitude toward the patrons of this conference, Sri Rostagi Sir, Principal Secretary, Higher and Technical Education, Dr. Abhaywa, Director of Technical Education, and very dynamic Joint Director, Dr. D.V. Jadhav, who insist to initiate this conference and organize various events to celebrate Swatantra's Amrit Mahotsav. For this conference, initially took the initiative and support each and every time, and really express my gratitude towards the Honorable Principal, Dr. ATPC. Then newly joined faculty member, Dr. Shailaja Purude, who was not much more aware about the GCK system, but still she got the support, approached the different faculty, and somehow managed. And after that, you can see the pictures of this conference. Because of her initiative only, we come to at this concluding remark that really this conference will become a successful. We have a dynamic the dynamic organizing secretary, Dr. Suhas Deshmukh, who collaboratively work with different committees and time to time update the informations to the all faculty, contact to outside agency, also members of the advisory committee. I'm also thankful to members of advisory committee from the various IITs, NITs, and industries, all the heads and deans of this institute for supporting and cooperating to all faculty member and motivating to each and every one faculty to contribute the research paper. Then I'm also thankful to technical program committee, and without sponsor, it is not possible, and we are not able to organize such a wonderful event because for every event we need some financial aid. I am really thankful to our platinum sponsor, Kirloskar Brothers Limited, and we are really thankful to various individual and private companies. I'm thankful to Deepak Naik sir, Parvez Jamdar sir, Vijayan Patil sir, Bajrang Sampal sir, Samrat Machinery, Sea Refrigerators, Abasai Dhaigudi, Suhas Nivas Mali, Shiva Shinde sir, and Smith Markets. Because their financial support, it is not possible us to give the financial aid or to instrument this conference. We know certification, mementos, your kits, and finally whatever the you receive this last 2 days, wonderful and good quality food, which we have served from the organizing committee. And for this, actually, this hospitality committee have done wonderful job. Please give a round of applause to this hospitality committee. We know yesterday only because of some weather disturbance. Uh, it was up to them also to arrange the breakfast from morning, and in afternoon also you found some waterlogged area near the mess. But I appreciate efforts of the committee member because they not only work for the this food and all that, they coordinate with various departments, they contact the guests, they make the logistic arrangement as well as their traveling arrangement. And I got the feedback from our experts from the outside, and they really appreciate the efforts and cooperation. So whatever the arrangement made by the hospital committee. I'm also thankful to the publication committee because of short of time and finalizing the so many issues. It is not possible to us to
deal with any particular journal. That's why we floated 4 journals deals under in the initial phase. Now, whatever the best papers we selected from each department, probably will take 5 to 6 papers according to theme. We'll send to the publishers, and if they agree with your plagiarism check, your titles, and your original research, definitely will proceed in consent with you, because being author, if you modified your manuscript as per the requirement of the publisher, definitely that will be published in future in upcoming few months. And actually, I'm speaking with consent of Suhas. He is active member of the publication committee. Major role has played by the registration committee. Since morning 8 o'clock yesterday, they are working to coordinate with different participants who joined this conference across the country, and they guide to individual participants to how to reach the particular department, where is the inaugural sessions, and where is that wonderful event we yesterday observed in evening, that is a culture program. So please give the round of applause for the cultural committee. Without them, actually, since last year, so everybody get bored at home and online mode. So many funds available on the YouTube. But whatever the you experience at yesterday evening, so that is really good. And as I got the feedback from the participants as well as oriented faculty, that was a mini gathering actually, annual function we celebrated yesterday. Then major role play infrastructure committee. So please give the round of applause to the infrastructure committee. Without them, it is not possible to make this stage arrangement and whatever the banners you could see at the outside and every corner of this institute. Also, whatever this ESST, your inauguration arrangement, all credit go to the this infrastructure committee. And internally, for all financial transactions, we will form a finance committee. I'm really thankful to finance committee for their cooperation and support for each and every financial decision. And last but not without the contribution of each author, it is not possible to conduct such type of the event, because those authors work hardly and ready to share their original research to this national event. I'm really thankful to all the authors across the country to share their research and participate and present their original idea in this conference. Please round of applause for all the participants. With this, I conclude this conference is over, and this program, Valedictory program, will proceed by the Vande Mataram. Please stand up.